is Thursday, June 13th, in the good year of 2019. And this will probably be my only video for the day, because I'm pretty tired. And it's only 8:11 a.m. here in the great state of Washington, the Evergreen State. And what do I want to say? Oh, I just never shut up. The traffic is bad. President Trump, most of us, those that I do talk to, and I'm talking to a lot more people, we don't care about your income taxes. I don't want anybody looking at my income taxes, and I'm just a pauper. So we don't care about your income taxes, and I wish all the news channels would get that one through their head and start playing this one out a bit straighter. And I'm starting to notice that the way I talk these days, I think I sound a little bit like my sister. So, yes, I've got to get out and visit her. She's out in Gig Harbor in Earn. But back to the point, we don't care about your taxes. What I want to know is, who's your doctor? Not because I think you have a mental problem, I don't. I like your character. It's just, who provides the medical insurance for all the people in the Congress, the senators, all these people? Where are they all getting all their teeth so white? And their hair fixed so nice. Which, I need a good hair fixing, and I need some good teeth. And we can't get that here in the state of Washington. No, if you make above a certain amount of money, you get no assistance. I've had no assistance. And my husband, who works very hard and who has for 45 plus years of his life, and now he is able to collect what is considered his full Social Security amount, but he is continuing to work. He will be taxed on this money come 2020. So that's just ridiculous. Plus, Medicare does not cover teeth. Looked this one up a long time back when my sister was in the hospital in 2015, and she kept her teeth in excellent shape. And through those months that she was in the hospital, until she got to a point where things were real grim, but up until that point, she had one tooth that was driving her crazy. And I was trying everything I could to figure out how to get her dentist to come to her, because there was no way she could manage to go. And if you hit me, you're in trouble. Try not to cuss and make finger motions to drivers while you're on the road, especially here in the state of Washington, because I think there's a lot of road rage, whatever that word is. See? So I tried, and I tried really hard, because I mean, it would have just been one little thing that would have helped her out while she laid there in the hospital, nursing home, whatever it went. It was a long, terrible, windy road, and could not have a dentist come in. And of course the nurses didn't care, even though she was in the most intensive, when she was in the hospital in Bellevue, hospital out in Gig Harbor, hospital in Tacoma, hospital in Olympia. There's 4 that I just stated, and there might be one more, but despite the fact she was in all those, and always in basically the most intensive care units, emergency area, where you had to put on a hazmat, or whatever it's called, hazmat outfit, before going in, because that was the warning. So you were to put, not that we were going to carry any, maybe carry something in on her, but because of certain fluids in the room could bother us. A lot of times I just didn't even bother to look at the sign and I went on in. But would have been nice if somebody would have listened and she could have at least passed away with that one tooth that I heard about and I listened. I was trying to fix one thing. That's all you can do, fix one thing at a time. There was many other things, but where does our government people get their medical? And how can they all have like perfect skin and everything's just perfect? And I mean, look at Hillary Clinton. She's at whatever event that was. I think it was a 9/11 event back in 2016. And she was dehydrated. Now, how in the heck you get dehydrated when you got people all around you telling you to drink water? But that's okay. Don't need to worry about that. And then she has a problem and she's got all these people who run and grab her before she falls and gets hurt terribly. She had people around her. Why don't we, as the USA Americans legal citizens, have people to take care of us in such a good fashion? And back to my husband. He needs his teeth fixed, and it would cost us probably $10,000, if not more, to get those teeth fixed. And I told him I'll work on this as best I can. That's all I can do. When I married him 30 years ago, not quite 30 years, but I met him 30 years ago. Either it was after or before we got married, since I had really good medical with the company I worked with, and it also provided dental. I put him on it. And at that time, in 1990, the first of 1990, it cost $0 to add a spouse to your medical plan because your employer was able to cover the medical. And you could just walk into the dentist's office or the doctor's office if needed, or the optometrist's office, the eye guy. And now I'm gonna get goofy on you guys. And you didn't have to pay them anything. You just walked in, gave them your name, told them what your medical was, and it wasn't a whole bunch of computering, but there was some. And they pulled you up and they were like, okay, let's take care of you. And they did. And they did a good job back then, too. Because my husband got his teeth all cleaned. He wasn't happy with me for forcing him to go. But, you know. And over the years, we were able to keep on in that fashion. And then something changed. And why is it there was a change? What was that change? I've got to figure that one out. But it's not a good change. And it's affected a lot of us so-called middle-class people. Which now I consider myself not middle class, but below middle class, poverty class. I don't think anybody is low class. We're all good class. If you're an American, you're a good person, and it doesn't matter what color you are. So, don't show us your taxes. Show us what type of medical everybody there in the government's getting, what type of dental and vision. And then just let us know. That's all. So, I'm going to have to take this off because it's getting warm. It's only hitting 68 degrees, but I'm getting warm in this car. And the eyes are tired. I look just hunky. Over and out.